the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Jets.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The kickoff for New Orleans.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down by 7.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 15 carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down, New York.
On the ground, this is Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Down Jets.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They go play action here on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers on.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints! Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. First down, here's Cousins. Man open left side, it's Williams. Breaks through the contact. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
First down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second down and 15 yards.
Again, it's Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Cousins again. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10.
A gain of 32 that time. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down.
Watson off play action. He's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and create extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Trying to go back to Watkins, but now it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jets 7. A
The second down throw for Cousins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, New York.
To the air again. It's Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Zach Bond charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that streak.
And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
But they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Cousins on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Cousins pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offside, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Parkey with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he's throw is going to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Off play action. Watson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
And goal at the Jets' 1-yard line.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Off play action. Watson. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Watson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Akers, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cam Akers, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Braxton Berrios. As the first half is winding down. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
Lining up for
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Parkey adds the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Here's Watson. Off the play fake. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. How this first half will come to an end. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they're going a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation formation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the
Off-play action. Watson. He gets it outside of Johnson. And he'll go down, but now before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and it's third down.
Lattimore there defensively.
Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
On the carry.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down and 1 yard.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
First down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
On third down, Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the and winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson, off play action. His throw incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Again, it's Williams. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35. Yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it. Solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Damian Williams. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Watson, off play action. And there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson. Off the play fake. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Off play action. Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last.
And pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. This defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down the ball before getting this inside the 30. First 23 yards on the play. Now Watson. Off play action. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
working out of the gun. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
It's fourth down.
Now Cousins on fourth down. Able to connect with Barrios.
Cousins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first and 10, Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Lattimore there defensively.
Cousins again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. We'll check on his status when we get back. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zach Boyd able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Cousins now from the 50. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Third down.
Cousins from the gun on third. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Field ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. This to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Good for us.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Intended.
Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
at their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Cousins now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Well, he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
First down, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Cousins pass intended for.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coach.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They'll turn to Kamara. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
The New York set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Cousins on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Past the 20. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
Parkey lining up for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
He gets it left side of Johnson. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And fights through one man. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Crossing route complete. It's Thomas. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on...
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Julio, with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shaking it, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. Like a Vanna, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio, with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta, when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio, with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, you're friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy at my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm
habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do?